Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. On this episode, I wanted to talk about something positive. I know the last episode I was kind of ranting about something I'm struggling with and just kind of like the mental aspect of losing weight. And I wanted to kind of regroup myself and also bring a positive message because it's extremely important to try and maintain a positive mindset even when times are tough, even when you're facing a challenge, even when life is literally kicking your ass, or there's just moments that you just have had enough. You just have to literally channel your positive mindset. And in the positive mindset, things just feel easier, things just feel better. Even if they may not be so different than they were before, you still feel a little bit more hopeful and you feel like you can accomplish something and change something when you have a positive mindset. Now, I wanted to, I guess, focus on positive things, and believe me, it can be hard. I mean, sometimes it's easier to focus on the negative and to for me, sometimes it's easier to focus on the negative or put myself down or kind of, dumb my own progress down. I could lose, X amount of weight or, cook and meal prep and accomplish great things and all this stuff, but somehow I minimize it and don't make it the big deal that it should be, and I don't celebrate it the way that I should. So I'm working on that, and I'm also working on just being positive about everything. So whether it's a struggle, finding a positive spin on the struggle, a challenge, finding a positive, some positive outcome out of it. So things I've noticed that are positive for me are that I have more stamina. I'm able to do a lot more. I'm able to, my body's just able to accomplish more. I have more energy levels. My energy levels are higher. I actually moved the seat in my car up all the way. Like in my car, there's 3 different adjustments. So there's the back of the chair. There's the bottom where you could move it forward or back, like the back meaning the back of the seat. And then there's also the adjustment of height of the chair. So when I was the size that I was, at the weight that I was, so pretty huge, my seat was all the way down to the ground, and all the way back. And basically the seat, it was horrible, but like as far back as I would put the seat, I still would barely fit into my car. And that's just the truth. It was a struggle. It was annoying. It was embarrassing. But it was a reality. That was the reality that I was living in. And, so now I was able to adjust the back of my seat up further, and the bottom adjustment where it lifts the seat all the way up or down is completely all the way up to its highest setting. So I can't move it any further up if I wanted to. So I'm really happy about that. It just gives me like hope because I don't weigh myself every week and I see myself every single day in the mirror. So it's, sometimes it's tough. Sometimes you really do want to see a number change, and sometimes you really do wish that you could see the differences in your body and the changes that are happening more clearer than I wish that I could see them more clearer than I do, because I see myself every single day. So I don't see progress maybe as much as someone who hasn't seen me or something and then sees me can see. Another thing that's cool is being the size that I was. Obviously, I was wearing like large clothing and, plus size clothing and all that. So now, literally, my pants, I kid you not, I can pull them like up to here. And I'm talking like over my chest. That's how high up I can pull my pants. Some of my shirts, like the sleeves come out to like here. Some of my pants and shirts I've had to just get rid of, donate, because they just don't fit anymore. And the wind, I feel like Pocahontas right now. They don't fit anymore, which is a good thing. I don't want them to fit. I want to be, in all honesty, I want all of my plus size clothes out of my closet. I never want to see a plus size clothing item again, ever. So when I'm able to, as I go down in size, my plan is that I will be getting rid of all my plus size clothing size by size, donating the ones that are, because the clothes are great. I've always bought, clothes that are, expensive, and I really had no choice. Being plus size, there's not a lot of choices that we have on our clothing because it's just plus size and they charge whatever they want to charge, and you kind of have no choice because you're heavier and you need to buy those clothes. And I worked in offices and things like that, so you couldn't just wear like anything. You had to wear business attire, and it is what it is. So I do have a lot of good clothing that I can't wait to donate. I can't wait for it to go to good use, and just be rid of it. I literally cannot wait for that. I cannot wait to have a closet of no clothing. I know, and like, what woman says that? But I can't wait to have all these clothes that were plus size just be out of my closet, so I can go get some clothes that are no longer plus size, and I cannot wait for that moment. I'm enjoying these moments now, these progress moments, and the moments where you realize that the clothes are getting looser, and you just start seeing things that are, not necessarily the way I look in the mirror because I see myself every day, but little things that just let me know that things are going in the direction that I want them to go in. And no, they're not going at lightning speeds. And I know that they shouldn't be going at lightning speeds anyway, because losing it the healthy way means that you're losing it in a proper manner, and you're losing it the way that your body can lose it safely without harming yourself. So reality, I know those things, but sometimes I just want a magic wand, and I want to be able to do all that stuff that we wish we could do overnight. But it's not gonna happen. And there's no magic wand, there's no magic trick, there's no magic pill. All it takes is hard work, working out, and proper nutrition to get you to where you want to be. And I promise anyone in any age, at any size, with any circumstance, can get to the size that they want to. It just takes a little bit of time, and it takes some patience, to be honest. Patience is a huge part of losing weight and making changes in your life. And honestly, think about it. Patience is needed with life changes, with going to school, with changing careers, with being in a relationship. Patience is a major thing. Patience is something I really work on hard, because it's something I don't have. It's something that I don't have readily. I should put it that way. So anyway, so besides that, other positive changes that have happened are my shoes fit better, believe it or not. So when you gain weight, when you gain fat everywhere. So your hands are fat, your feet are fat, everything is fat on your body. So when you lose fat, naturally you just fit into things better. My rings and my watches and things like that fit better. Shoes fit better. I was able to wear a dress that I haven't worn in a long time. So these are the changes that I'm seeing. I am anxiously still waiting to be weighed in. That's a reality. I do want to see the number on the scale. I'm not completely controlled by the number on the scale at all, but I do want to see progress. 5 weeks is a long time to wait to weigh yourself, and I do wait. I wait for the 5 weeks. I don't do it in between or anything. So it's something I look forward to. It's something that I work hard towards, and it's kind of like my reward at the end of 5 weeks to be able to see the progress on the scale, because I don't always see it in the mirror, because I'm in the mirror every day. Wake up, we look in the mirror, we brush our teeth, we wash our face, and it's just seeing those changes is kind of hard when you see yourself every single day. So yeah, I'm trying my best to be positive. Sometimes it's harder than, some days are harder than others to be positive, but I'm trying to celebrate the things that I know for sure are changing and not focus so much on the things that I'm nervous that are not changing, or, and I have people telling me about, that I'm going to plateau and this is going to happen and this, that, and the other. But at the same time, I'm like, I know I'll plateau. I know I've been there before, but I don't have any expectations of what's going to happen. I just want to continuously see the number on the scale go down. And I know there will be a point that I get to that the number on the scale won't go down anymore, but it is what it is. And honestly, sorry, someone turned on their motorcycle. So basically, yeah, what sucks is knowing that I will plateau. And when you lose weight and when you change your diet and your lifestyle and what you do, everyone starts having an opinion. Everyone. Even people that you don't want their opinion, even when you don't ask for an opinion, even when you don't ask for input or feedback, people give it to you. I mean, people just volunteer information to you. People tell you what you're doing is wrong. People tell you that you're, doing harm to your body by doing this, that, or the other, and you're causing yourself future problems. And, there's a million things that I've been told, and there's a million things that people just volunteer. And I try to take everything with a grain of salt, and I just kind of take the information that's useful to me and I leave the information that's not. So you'll find that in a lot of things, like people just all of a sudden want to offer up advice on every subject that you're dealing with and every subject that you're, working on in your life. And that's just life. People will give their opinion. Sometimes family gives their opinion, friends give their opinion. But at the end of the day, if you're doing something that's good for you, if you're making positive changes in your life, and what you're doing is healthy, in a healthy way, you're not harming your body, you're not putting yourself, in a position where you're losing weight in an unhealthy manner, or, let's say you're losing hair or you're not eating enough, or all those things, these would affect you in the future. But as long as you're doing things the healthy way, as long as you're following a routine that, can eventually lead to the goals that you want to get to, and these changes are long term, they're sustainable, then take everything else with a grain of salt. Do what works for you, do what makes you happy. Not everyone follows the same diet, not everyone is in the same lifestyle, not everyone likes to work out, not everyone is health conscious or even wants to hear about health topics or nutrition, and that's okay. Because just like anything else, everyone's not on the same page. You can't expect everyone to be on the same page. And also, when someone gives you advice, they're giving you advice based on their own experience. They're giving you advice based on their knowledge or whatever their opinion is. But you don't have to take everything that everyone says to heart. And I'm speaking so loudly to myself at this point as well, because a lot of times, someone will say something and I'll question what I'm doing or I'll doubt something. But the reality is I didn't make any of these changes like on a whim. I didn't just wake up one day, snap my fingers and decide this is what I'm going to do. This has been a long time coming. I've done a lot of research. I've had a lot of experience in losing weight and nutrition and all those things. And I've had a lot of successes and failures. And now I'm just implementing these changes in my life that are that are sustainable, that are long-term for me, and these are changes that have made me happier. These are changes that have had huge positive impacts on my life and on me, on my mental health, on my view on life, on view on the world, and view on everything. It's amazing what proper nutrition and exercise can do for your body, for your mind, for your spiritual health, for your mental health. It's all tied into one, and I could never imagine not making all these changes. I could never imagine not, I don't want to think about, I literally think like to that day in December when I decided to just throw in the towel and give up the life that I was living and give up the miserable existence that I was in. I think back to that day and I wonder, like, what would have happened if I didn't? Like, where would I be right now? And honestly, like, it gets me a little emotional because I just think, like, if someone could see themselves, you know, in 6 months from where they are right now, feeling hopeless or feeling like they can't do it or feeling miserable, and just see themselves in 6 months being happy and loving their life and being healthier. I just think that, like, every single person would make a change. Every single person would want to see themselves in a better state of mind, in a better state of health. So I thank God every day that I made the change that I made. And I just cannot imagine where my life would be if I didn't make those changes. I know I would be heavier. I know I would be miserable. I know that I would probably be on the verge of being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and God knows whatever else comes with obesity. So it's extremely important to be healthy. It's not about looks. I will say that again and again. Yes, part of the benefits are that you will look better, and you will feel better and all that. You might have more confidence and all that, and people might pay more attention to you. It just happens. You start getting more attention from other people, and that's all good and great. But that's not the reason why I'm losing weight. I'm losing weight for myself, and I'm losing weight for my health. That's the number one reason why I'm losing weight. Everything else is kind of like a fringe benefit, and everything else is like so exciting, but the main goal is my optimal health. I just want to live the rest of my years with the best quality of life that I possibly can. And with that quality of life comes a positive mindset as well. So you have to be healthy, you have to be active, you have to eat properly and feed your body good things, but you also have to feed your mind good things. You have to be positive, and you have to try your best even in those moments where it's hard, even in those moments where we struggle. You have to try your best to bring out that positive, bring out that one positive thing that you can focus on, so that it can be, you know, once you focus on the one positive thing, it can turn into several positive things, and you can make that one positive thing bigger and bigger and bigger, or you can focus on the negative and let the negative cloud your entire day, cloud your progress, cloud everything that's good. And it's just not productive to do that. Believe me, I've done both, where I focus on negative and I focus on everything that's wrong instead of the things that are right and the things that are good. And it's so much darker there. It's so much darker being in a negative mindset. And it's so much better trying to find the positive in each day, trying to find the positive in each moment, and trying to find the positive in every circumstance, struggle, stepping stone, setback. Try to find the positive in those moments. It's very hard to find the positive in the moments that feel like they're beating you down, but I urge you to do that. I urge you to try your hardest to make an effort to find the positive in every single day, every single moment, because I promise you, even if everything's going wrong, there's something going right, and you have to find what's right. You have to find that one thing to keep you going, because it is so worth it, believe me. I thank you guys for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.